Welcome back to the New Music Alliance Radio Hour. I'm Violet Hausthor, joined this week by Mark Sherry and our special guest, DJ Robbie DeRosa. And you just heard Eddie Seville with Chasing Dragons, and starting off that block, Brian Larney with Perfect. Let's talk about Eddie Seville with Chasing Dragons. He's out of Waterbury, Connecticut, and he also happens to have a song in our Essential Western New England songbook, Carol Ann. So obviously, very, very talented guy. And that great sound.
I've been following Eddie since he was in Steel Rodeo, and they played like a country-ish, more like a punk country. It was very rough and ready.
Yeah.
And, the only thing I think country about him was sometimes one of the guys would wear a hat, but they were always a great band. And Eddie's solo stuff is equally as wonderful. And he's just like a down home hell of a guy. And when he plays with Frank Carrillo, they mesh so wonderfully. He's got a really lot of talent, and he's playing in the fall in a thing called Catstock, like the Torrington area, and a lot of bands in his ilk are going to be there, and he's going to be the headliner of that weekend.
He's also playing on September 14th in Chicken Stock, which is in Farmington, Connecticut.
Oh, there we go.
Just outside of Hartford.
And then before that, of course, we had Brian Larney with Perfect.
Brian is one of the most melodic and prolific songwriters in Connecticut. He's constantly putting things out. Every few weeks, there's a new wonderful song. He also collaborates with a lot of people. He's done songs with Frank Critelli, with Roger C. Reale, with Dean Falcone, all these different Connecticut guys that will get together with him, and they'll do a collaboration. And Brian will produce it and record it, of course, because he does all this in his own home.
And I guess he's from Black Rock, Connecticut. He also, I see, he had a song that Sylvester Stallone took for one of his movies called Driven.
That's cool.
Yeah, it is. It is. Brian he's wonderful.
So what do we have coming up for our next block?
We have coming up Benny Mikula, the Lone Gnome, and a band called Superbald.
Awesome. So let's hear Benny Mikula with Again and Again.